All right, Dolphins, what up? It's your boy Dillon, and I got some more breaking news for you. We just heard about, in my last video, I discussed the Big Ten has opted out of the 2020 season. We were talking about the Pac-12 is in discussions right behind them, and we should know about their decision soon. Well, we do now have their decision from Yahoo Sports, although it is being reported by multiple sources. Pac-12 joins Big Ten in canceling fall football season, will attempt to play in spring. My guess is their efforts to play in spring are not going to be fruitful either, especially with the continued course that we're on with this thing, but we'll see how it goes. In any event, they're definitely not playing this fall, and it is yet another major domino that will only continue to make the rest of the dominoes fall, as I've been saying. The Pac-12 has canceled the fall football season. Multiple sources told Yahoo Sports. The league is scheduled to make the announcement formal on Tuesday afternoon, continuing a day of seismic news in the sport. The decision comes soon after the Big Ten announced that it was canceling its fall football season in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic. Both leagues plan to attempt to play in the spring. The Pac-12 decision was universally expected. The league has multiple teams that would have difficulty starting practice this week because of local government restrictions. The virus has been especially impactful in California and Arizona, which houses 6 of the 12 schools. All of the major conferences, the Pac-12 was viewed as the most likely to cancel the fall. The league was building sentiment toward this decision last week, but remained wary of being the first league to head in this direction. The Big Ten decision, a little over an hour earlier, gave them the company they needed to head to the sidelines. And I told you that's what, I mentioned that now that the Big Ten has canceled, that'll make it easier for the Pac-12. Once the Pac-12 cancels, domino, it's going to continue in that direction. The Pac-12 decision marks the 4th FBS conference to cancel college football this fall. Overall, 53 of the 130 programs in college football have canceled their season. So look at that. That's not quite half, but that's getting there, right? 53 of the 130 programs. That's like a third already. It's done. Their season is done. There's no way. I'm telling you, watch. We're gonna keep getting this news. The Pac-12 decision shifts the intrigue to the Big 12, which has a call Tuesday night. The Big 12 is being viewed in college circles like Ohio and Florida in an election, as it has the power to dictate the future of the sport. So, yeah, absolutely. And Florida is obviously one of the big hot spots as well. So the likely of the Big 12 going, I think, is pretty high as well. And we might even have that news tonight as well, considering the fact that they are going to be on a call this evening. So hopefully we do get that news, because then that will pretty much determine whether or not college football will be playing at all. A high-ranking Big 12 official told Yahoo Sports on Tuesday afternoon, there's an increasing sentiment that we'll play. Interesting. Well, we'll see about that. The decisions by the Big Ten and the Pac-12 also put an onus on the ACC and SEC, which have stated clearly this week that they'd like to attempt to navigate the start of their seasons. SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey pointed out on Twitter on Monday that SEC has been deliberate since March in making decisions about the virus. The ACC appears to be viewing things the same way. And ACC, what does that mean, that you've been deliberate? Okay, it's so super vague, first of all, and two, that depending on specifically what you're talking about, it might even not even mean shit. Like, okay. Anyway, whatever. The ACC appears to be viewing things the same way. An ACC source told Yahoo Sports on Tuesday afternoon before the flurry of news, we're further away from pulling out now than we were a few days ago. I think we're more steady in the boat and sticking with our plan. Given the conditions of COVID, we know that can change quickly. Well, my guess is that it likely will change quickly. But, we'll have to wait and see. It's going to be interesting. Like I said, the Pac-12 apparently is on call tonight, and they will be discussing it, so maybe we'll have some news on that front soon. There is one other thing, though, that I do need to let you guys know about. The Dolphins have placed a player on the COVID-19 list. Add another one to it. Who is that? Well, it looks like cornerback Xavien Howard, our star cornerback. He was on PUP. Now he is also on the COVID-19 list, which is unfortunate. But of course, as of right now, the COVID-19 list is for players who either tested positive or came into contact. So it could be either one. The Miami Dolphins announced Tuesday they have placed veteran cornerback Xavien Howard on the reserve COVID-19 list. The list is used for players, blah, blah, blah. Howard, so, it doesn't appear as if there's any information on whether or not he actually tested positive. It doesn't appear that they've really even given any of that news out very much. Specifics, like specific players, I haven't seen anything really on that. They just give out numbers of you know, this many players have tested positive, but they haven't given names, so it's unlikely that they will tell us whether or not he has, but we will be able to surmise that, I would think, depending on how long he remains on the list. If he comes off in the next couple days, then it was likely he just came into contact with somebody who had it, or if he remains on the list for an extended period of time, then it's likely he has tested positive. But either way, again, it just is another example, though, and you know, this is happening throughout the league on all 32 teams. Guys are coming on and off the list, and it's going to be a problem throughout the season should the season progress as they hope. All right, well, that's what I got for you. That is the additional breaking news for now. I hope you guys enjoy and appreciate my perspective. If you do, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the bell if you want to get the alerts. Share my channel and videos with your friends and family. Leave your questions, comments, and concerns down in the comment section. And of course, as always, make sure you follow me on Twitter at Dillon Tartaro. And with that, I am out. I'll see y'all soon. Fins up.